Hi, welcome to Senior Savvy. I'm Jane Wells, your host for today's show. Senior Savvy is brought to you by the Oshkosh Senior Center, where it's our mission to enrich the quality of life for adults ages 50 and older. So this month I've been thinking a lot about time and how we all have time, and well, not always as much as we want. We do have little bits of time where we get to do what we want with it, whether it's sneaking away and making really neat memories or becoming involved in something that you really are passionate about. And so this month, April, I want to salute our volunteers at the Oshkosh Senior Center, because April is National Volunteer Recognition Month, and we have about 330 some volunteers who have volunteered so many hours and so much time that it equates into over 30,000 hours of volunteer time at the Oshkosh Senior Center. And we couldn't do what we do there without our volunteers. So thank you to all of you who do volunteer at the center. And if you are interested in learning about more opportunities, feel free to give us a call. On today's show, I actually have some of our volunteers joining me. I have members of our chorus. So I have Jim Witzke, who is a volunteer member of our chorus, and Paula Steinert, who is the director of our chorus. Welcome.
Thank you.
Thanks for having us. So we're going to talk a little bit about the chorus and what it means to be involved in that and what it all takes. But first, I always like to get a little bit of info, just personal stuff. So Jim, why don't you start to introduce yourself? Tell us a little bit about yourself.
Well, I'm Jim Witzke, and I've been a member of the chorus probably for 7 or 8 years.
Okay.
And really enjoying it. And now that we have Paula Steinert as our director, we have really blossomed, and we really are into it now. We really, I mean, we were doing things like singing in unison, and now we can do 4-part, and it's refreshing to do that because that's what I'm used to, and it's very uplifting, and we support each other, and it's just great to be part of the group.
Great. So were you a singer have you been a singer all your life?
I think I started singing in the 50s. So with Fred Leist and the Oshkosh, we had Oshkosh High School, and since then I've been singing, and I've been proud to be part of singing groups all over the country, and wherever I've moved in the military and in Hawaii, and so now I'm very proud to be part of this group at the Oshkosh Senior Center.
Very neat.
Thank you.
Very neat. And Paula, you are so talented. Anyone who spends any time around you is I'm just amazed. So tell us a little bit about yourself, please.
Well, no matter what I've done in my life, too, music has always kind of been at the forefront. I'm currently music director at Zion Lutheran Church. Been there my whole life. Background includes things like the White Heron Chorale, which I believe now is called New Voices. Many years with Ripon College Choral Union, Green Lake Festival of Music, and a lot of solo venues. And music has always been a part of my life. Organ, keyboard, voice, guitar, violin. Several years with the Oshkosh Symphony in the past. But I think one of the most exciting things that I've done so far is direct this group.
Very cool, very cool. So Jim, give us the volunteer perspective. What is it like to be a volunteer with the OSC chorus? Because it's not just that you come in once a week and sing with a bunch of people, right?
That's true.
It's a little bit more than that to it.
Well, we've developed a real camaraderie among the group, and especially with the men, but with the ladies too, and we've all developed a special relationship. And it's truly an honor to sing with the chorus and then find out what we do with that talent that we learn at the Senior Center under Paula's direction. And especially it's moving for, I would say, every person that when we go out and sing, especially to the senior in the senior community at the nursing homes and where we have assisted living and some of the little to big concerts that we've done lately. It's very moving.
Right.
So we're very, very happy to do that, and it's tremendously uplifting.
Right.
So.
What's exciting for me about this group is that, first of all, I always like to maintain you're never too old to do something musical, and you're never too old to learn. So we have singers in this group that sing in a lot of other choirs in the community. We have singers that read music, but we also have a lot of singers that this is the first choir they've ever been in.
Okay, so if I don't have any experience at all, I'm welcome to come on in open a page and go, what do I do now?
Exactly. It's been a learning experience for a lot of them. In fact, some of them have joined other choruses since they've started with us.
Interesting.
And a lot of our newest members, in fact, we just got a new bass at Monday's rehearsal, and it's from other choir members saying, come and join us, we're having a great time.
Wonderful.
So that has been a really neat way to bring other singers into the group too.
Very neat. So Paulus, tell us a little bit about what it's like to direct a group of volunteers, because sometimes that is not always the easiest thing to do.
It is very challenging. I think anybody that directs any course like this, a church choir, any time when you have volunteers, I mean, you're working with doctor's appointments, health issues, family issues, vacations, anything that impacts any kind of volunteer work.
Right.
And especially when you have a chorus, especially if we're doing 4-part music, I like the fact that we're growing, because then if we do have a singer that's out for surgery or is on a vacation with family, we have others that can jump in and support the group.
Well, I will say the volunteers absolutely love you. You know, I keep hearing feedback from them, and this is just great. I think that we actually have a clip that we can share, a little bit of your singing at one of the assisted living, or let's talk a little bit about that. So you go out and share your talents, and people are calling all the time to book you for concerts, and it's not only just holiday music. You do more than just that, right?
Right. We program. We start in September. We start working on music for the fall season, and then also, of course, for Christmas. And Christmas, we always get a lot of requests for concerts. But we usually do, on average, I would say, anywhere from 3 to 5 concerts per month.
Yeah.
And we sing September through July.
Okay.
August is the only month that we take off, and that's really based on the singer's desire. They want to sing through the summer.
Very neat.
And we have requests for not just the seniors, the assisted living facilities and nursing homes, but wedding anniversaries.
Absolutely.
Oh, all different types of
community
groups and things like
organizations.
that. Let's take just a minute or two to listen to one of the little clips from your performance at Evergreen
Yes.
past December. Very nice, very nice. Now, Paul, you were telling me a little bit about what makes Oshkosh, about this course, unique, and you said something before about it, about the different 4 parts, so tell us a little bit about that.
Well, when I started directing the group, and I think this is probably now my 4th season,
I think so. Yeah.
a lot of what they were doing was in unison. So all of the singers were singing one part.
So it didn't matter what pitch you were per se, you just, or I don't know.
Well, you still had to be fairly close, but it was.
Right.
Maybe I don't know what I'm doing.
Pitch is important.
Yes.
No, they were all singing the same part.
Okay. Got it.
And then I really wanted to start, because we had some newer singers the first year that I started that really came from a background of singing in parts. We started doing some 2-part things where the lower voices in both the men and the women would sing one part, and the higher voices the other part.
Right.
And then I gradually started infusing 4-part music in, and now that's become second nature, I think. And we have a lot of singers that, like I said, that already can read music that have said, this is a group I'd like to be in. And the other important thing is that all of the singers really welcome each other, no matter what their musical level is.
Which is
right.
wonderful.
That's special.
Which is wonderful. So if I wanted to become involved, what are the steps? What do I do? Where do I go? How does that work?
We rehearse at the Senior Center South Building, usually every Monday at 1:30. Rehearsals are about 90 minutes.
Okay.
I would say, feel free to stop in to one of our rehearsals and check it out and see it, and then we can talk further and see if it's something you'd be interested in.
And about how many performances do you do in a year? Guess, just a guess.
On average, it's 3 to 4 a month.
Yes. I was looking at that this morning. 3 to 4 a month we're averaging now.
Okay. And if I couldn't make it to one of them, is that a big deal, or is that something you are able to work around?
Well, we'd like to have enough, and Paula can say a little bit more about it. We'd like to have enough people in the chorus that we can, if we need to, or there's a health issue, or people like to still take vacations, that we can have enough people to accomplish the event.
Exactly.
So, yeah.
And we really do work the schedule around, I don't make any decisions, and Senior Center staff, we don't make any decisions unless we know we've got the singers on board.
Right.
That's right.
And real quickly, there are a lot of health benefits to being involved in this, aren't there?
Yes, there are.
There are.
music, it doesn't matter what form of the arts, whether you're painting, whether you're acting, whether you're singing, playing an instrument, that's something that you really never outgrow. And it teaches discipline. You're spending time with people.
Right. Learning new things, and we all know that learning is what gets that brain firing and helps us to age healthier.
And there seems to be plenty of research into
Yes.
singing and dancing is healthy for people at any age. And,
Right.
and you just see the response from the seniors that we sing to.
Right.
They sing along with us.
And I think
Exactly.
that makes me think of one point that I really want to mention. When we go into, for example, an Alzheimer's ward, you can have residents that nothing around them is real anymore.
Right.
But they'll start singing along with us, and they'll know the words to the songs.
Yes.
And that's
exactly.
just
the power of the music.
Absolutely.
Well, thank you, both of you, so much
Thank
for
you.
coming
Thank you for
on.
inviting
And
us.
I hope that, new people are sparked to come and check it out a little bit. And anytime you are performing, people are welcome to come. You get rave reviews every time you go out, and you
Thank
are
you for
really
that.
actually getting quite known. And we have some big news to unveil, don't we?
We do.
Yes, we
All
do.
right, so we have a new name. Da, 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 da.
Yes, and the singers voted on this. This was totally their suggestions and their votes, and we are now the Oshkosh Senior Center Golden Tones.
Very
That's
nice.
right.
So the Golden Tones, very nice. Well, again, thank you so much, and thank
Thank
you
you.
for sharing your volunteer time. We
Thank you
appreciate
very much.
that.
Appreciate it.
Great. And now we have our April health tips from Paula Seeley.
Hi, this is Paula Seal, your health project manager from the Oshkosh Senior Center. Finally, it's April. Spring, maybe? We're not sure. Now it's finally time to take a walk outside. But what about your feet? Do they ache and have calluses? Proper walking shoes can make a huge difference. Your feet tend to widen with age because your ligaments and tendons stretch. Figure out what type of foot you have by stepping out of your shower onto a piece of paper. Take a look. Do you have flat feet or do you have high arches? Then shop at a great place where they have a good salesperson that can help you fit your shoes properly. Extra cushioning in the heels of your shoes can help with pain in the heels, knees, and back. Remember, at the Oshkosh Senior Center, we have a registered nurse that provides nail care there. Have a 10-minute soak. Soak your feet, have some nail trimming and filing, and then have a great foot massage after. That's your tip for April. Coming in May, we have a health fair at the Oshkosh Senior Center. Please look forward to upcoming information about that health fair. It'll be from 8 to noon on May 5th, which is Cinco de Mayo.
You can reach the Oshkosh Senior Center at 232-5300, 232-5300. And remember to stay active, stay social, and stay informed.
It's not just what you say, it's how you say it. So listen. The most basic human need is to understand and to be understood. But most people do not listen. They listen with the goal of responding. In the word listen are the same letters that make up the word silent. It is through silence that wisdom comes. Focus on others in order to better understand their points of view. Speak your piece and listen. Visit the OshkoshCivilityProject.org and sign the pledge.
Wisconsin is losing our World War II veterans. If you were a World War II veteran, or you know one who hasn't gone on an honor flight to D.C., please help us. The Wisconsin Broadcasters Association is partnering with all Wisconsin Honor Flight hubs to make sure every eligible vet remaining who served their country so selflessly gets the chance to go. It's time for them to see their memorial. It's time for their flight. To learn more or to make a donation, go to wisconsinhonorflight.org.
All right, thank you. Couple of things, Paula was talking about that nail care. Wouldn't that be great to soak your feet and have somebody else kind of pamper you a little bit? So call the center and get those appointments booked for your nail care needs. Now joining me is my coworker, Carrie Autumn. Hi, Carrie. Hi, Jane. And we're here to talk about some things that are happening at the Oshkosh Senior Center that we're very excited to be presenting to you. So why don't we start out? What do we have coming up, Carrie?
Well, as Paula mentioned before, we are having a health and wellness fair on Monday, May 5th.
Excellent.
And that's going to be at the South Building from 8 a.m. in the morning to 12 p.m. And our theme this year is A Wellness Journey, Find Your Path. So what we want to do is bring in different vendors, have different screenings, different topics, just to expand people's horizons, because there's always a lot of information out there that you just don't know about.
Well, you know, and sometimes when you only learn a certain way, and then you realize that perhaps there are other ways to do medicine or to learn about medicine, that's really wonderful. And I'm thrilled with what you guys have pulled together, because it's really a great thing.
We're very excited.
And it's great to be bringing it not only to the people who participate at the Oshkosh Senior Center, but this is open to the whole community. Anybody can come.
Right. You don't have to be 50 or older to attend.
Right.
You know, welcome to any age. Again, like you said, we just want to educate, you know, the consumer and realize that there's more than one way to do things.
Exactly. Exactly. So let's talk a little bit about what's all involved. So this is at the South Building at the Oshkosh Senior Center. And so what happens when they walk in the door?
Well, we are charging a $5 admission fee. And that also will include, we're going to do a variety of door prizes and have screenings. The screenings that we're going to have, balance checks, blood pressures, bone density. I mean, that's one I'm going to take advantage of.
Exactly.
Hearing. Walgreens is going to do. No, I should get my husband in that one. Just kidding. Immunizations and lipid tests, vision screenings, BMI, just a variety of. What our goal was, we could offer one screening a month the whole year.
Right.
But sometimes people can't make it. It doesn't work in their schedule. So we wanted to coordinate something where kind of like a one-stop shopping.
Exactly. Exactly.
You know, have the day available.
Right.
Come on down, even if you can come for a half hour, all 4 hours, the sky's the limit.
Right. So those different screenings are going to be set up at different points throughout the center, correct?
Yes.
And
In the South Building, we
Yep.
have them. We'll have, you know, signs posted. We'll have volunteers helping direct people. In the great room is where we're going to have a variety of vendors, very unique and, you know, traditional vendors, acupuncture, dental service, essential oils, med reviews. So if people have questions about their meds, they can bring them there. It's not a med drop-off that day.
No, but it's like my medications, and is this really, you know,
Right.
So a pharmacist will be there to kind of
Yes.
talk about that. Exactly.
Nutrition and herbal medicine. We're going to have samples of smoothies, which everybody
I'll work
loves.
that table.
I know. Right.
A sip for you? No.
Yeah. And then also a variety of different programs, yoga, Tai Chi, what we offer at the center. We're going to have information about our fitness center and our exercise classes.
Excellent. Good.
Again, you know, somebody might not want to come to a class, but just to check it out.
Right. What I really like is that there are some regular things or standard or, you know, things that people are used to, but then there's also, you know, like the aromatherapy. A chance to learn more about that. What exactly is all that? And, you know, to have somebody there who knows that field and to be able to answer. And are there benefits to it?
Sure. Just to try it out if it's
Exactly.
not your thing. Again, you know, with our theme this year, like I had said, wellness journey, find your path.
Right. And everybody has the chance to have a different path.
Sure.
And that's what's neat about it all.
And we're also having some speakers. Rethink is a Winnebago County initiative, and they're going to do a presentation about Eat Smart.
Okay.
More, you know, nutrition, it's everywhere.
Right.
Am I eating the right stuff? Is this what I should be eating?
Right,
You know,
exactly.
more protein. Also, Hometown Pharmacy is going to be doing a presentation about vitamins. A lot of things about, you know, vitamin D. I mean, with this winter we had,
I know.
we all
exactly.
could probably need some vitamin D.
Exactly.
Other two are aging and supplements and foods to help, you know, everybody wants to look younger. And
Well, and not only that, I mean, there are foods that help with inflammatory issues and things like that. So how wonderful to be able to just kind of learn at that in a less formal setting.
Right.
And, you know, the ability maybe to ask some questions and personalize it a little bit even. So those breakout speakers, are those at a specific time? Or
Yes, they're going to be, again, throughout the morning. We'll have,
Okay.
in the main newsletter, we'll have it broken out, the times, and also flyers around the community. We'll have those more specifics, and they can call the center too
Okay.
for the direct times.
Right, and they don't need appointments ahead of time. So this is
No.
an ongoing thing all day or all that morning, May 5th, from 8 until noon. And just come to the OSC Oshkosh Senior Center South Building, walk in the
Correct.
door, pay your $5, and then you get a chance to go through all those screenings. To look at when the presenters are doing their different things. Some of those the presenters I know are going to have samples of different things there as
Sure.
well.
Very hands-on, very hands-on.
Exactly.
And with the screenings, I do have to say it is a first come, first serve.
Correct.
So, hopefully you can make it. Otherwise, some of the vendors have said if they aren't able to have a screening at our site, at the senior center that day, that they're willing to have them come back to their location.
Okay.
So, hopefully they'll be able to
Great.
get in.
Now, if it gets a little close to lunch and I'm hungry, are there any options for me?
Yes. Well, in accordance with it's Cinco de Mayo, and so what
Yes.
we're doing are walking tacos, the healthy alternative. We're doing instead of beef, we're using ground turkey
Sure.
and having probably some Greek yogurt because we all know that that's the big thing now instead of sour
Yes,
cream.
yes.
Yep. So for purchase, we'll have different types of things
Sure.
too for concessions, water and like that.
Well, it sounds like it's a great day, and what an opportunity, to get some of those health things checked out, to learn some new things about health, about how to better take care of ourselves and alternative ways rather than just what was the old standard. But,
Right.
maybe if I take some vitamins and eat some healthier food, I'll be healthier.
Right.
So,
Just
Yeah.
again, like I said, informing the consumer,
right.
showing them that there's
Yep.
different paths to healthiness and wellness.
Exactly. Very cool. Well, I know that you and Paula have been working very, very hard on this. So thank you so much for all of the time you've been putting into this. It's one thing to just kind of see it in a newsletter, go, oh, they're having a health fair, but there's been a lot of time put into this.
There has, and but it's great. All of the vendors have been willing, more than willing to come. They're very excited
Yes. So I'm sorry, tell me again who we have coming.
Sure. We have, let me get my list. Bartlett Acupuncture, Tri-County Dental, Aldig Wellness, the Winnebago County, Lou's Brews. Again, like I said, our Tai Chi and yoga instructors are going to talk about our programs. Chris Armstrong, our volunteer coordinator, will be there because part of wellness is, occupational is part of the wellness dimension.
You bet.
And to see if that's a fit for you to volunteer
Right.
at the center.
Right.
ADRC is going to have a booth about falls prevention.
Wonderful.
That's a big initiative that they're going through.
Right.
Again, Eat Smart with Rethink and Advanced Directives. Heartland Hospice is doing a really unique presentation. It's called Making Choices. So very interactive presentation. They're going to take you down the journey of advanced directives. So it's not that.
Very neat.
Here's the paperwork, fill
right,
this out.
exactly.
More of a fun presentation.
Right.
Make it more interesting.
Right. Well, very good. Very neat. What an exciting day it's going to be.
Yep.
Yeah.
And actually, May is Older Americans Month.
Yes, it is.
And the theme this year is stay safe, stay healthy.
Exactly. So
So-
this definitely encompasses that theme and works off of that, as
Right.
well as our 7 dimensions of wellness that you and I are always trying to focus on and make sure that we have that in our minds when we're doing our planning and things like that.
Right.
Good.
Just like you and I have both talked about, in order to have an overall, a well life, you need to be balanced.
Yes. Yes,
And
exactly.
You can tell when that balance isn't there in your life.
Yes. All right. So, again, Monday, May 5th,
Yep.
8 to noon, South Building.
Mhm.
But
And
that's not the only thing we have going on.
No.
So we have some other things coming up in May that we're kind of excited about and anxious to share with people. So on Saturday, April 12th, and this is coming up right around the corner for us, is our Breakfast with the Bunny. And this is our first time trying this. So it's in conjunction with the Park and Rec, the Park Department.
Right.
And their egg hunt at Menominee Park.
Right. They're having their exciting zoo, an
Correct.
annual one, and we came together with them. Actually, our friends of the Oshkosh Senior
Yes.
Center, and the staff at the senior center, decided to, why don't we do a breakfast with the bunny? Come have some pancakes
Yes, exactly.
before, take pictures with the bunny. We're going to
Yep.
have a variety of activities.
Yes. It's going to just be an amazing morning, I can tell already. But yep, we're going to be flipping those jacks, and anybody can come. Tickets are $5 for adults or $3 for children ages 2 to 17, free for ages 1 and under. And again, like you said, they can have pictures with the bunny. They bring their own camera, though.
Right,
You take
yeah.
your own photos, but we'll supply the bunny and things like that. And you can either buy your tickets in advance or you can purchase them at the door.
Right.
So
And that'll be 8 to 11 on Saturday, April 12th at the center.
then why don't you talk a little bit about Grandparent
Sure,
and Me Day,
well,
which is coming up.
Yeah, we realized we're trying to do more intergenerational
Yes.
programming. And with that, we decided it's spring break. Let's coordinate something. So we're going to have a Grandparent and Me Day. That day is going to include a light breakfast because we got to, got to feed those
Gotta
kids. We'll take that worry off Grandma and Grandpa.
Right.
And they can choose to do something in the wood shop or something in our art studio with
Right.
clay or a cooking workshop.
Right.
So they can choose one of those.
Right.
And we also are going to have Wii games and a line dancing demo after
Right.
all that. So that is going to be Friday, April 25th from 8:30 till noon. So we're going to start out everybody in the breakfast and then break out
Right. into
into your workshops. The cost is $8 for a resident per couple. So let's say an individual brings their grandson and they
Right.
want to bring their granddaughter. That's $8 plus another $4. And they just need to register by Monday, April 21st.
What a great deal. And that's, of course, towards the end of spring break. Everybody's a little sick of each other. It'll be great to have
Yeah,
something to do.
come on out.
All right. So we also are excited to be offering an intro to the iPad and Apple products consultation because we really haven't had a whole lot of that yet.
Right.
And we have Josh, our intern, who is well versed in that. And so he's going to talk about learning tips and techniques for about how to use that iPad. Now, this is specifically Apple product,
Correct.
this particular one. And that's going to be on Mondays, April 7th through the 28th from 10 to 11:30 a.m. Check out our newsletter for more details on that. But if you want to learn more about your Apple products, that's what you
I
can do.
feel like I should take that. And as always, every spring we welcome the Encore Handbell Choir. And they are fabulous. A lot of community members come. And that's going to be on Thursday, May 1st from 6:30, starting at 6:30, and that'll be in the South Building at the
Right.
Oshkosh Senior Center.
Right.
And that is, it's free to the public. Donations are
Yes, so free will
encouraged.
offering will be
Right, yeah.
will be taken definitely. And like you said, the Encore Handbell Ensemble has a huge following, and we're excited to be bringing them to the Oshkosh Senior Center for sure. And then it rounds out with Elsie's Cookies, so it
course.
doesn't get any better than that. All right.
Yeah, always love Elsie's cookies.
That's right. Well, thank you for watching Senior Savvy. We hope to see you around the Oshkosh Senior Center. If you have any questions about what's happening, feel free to pick up our newsletter at any of the area businesses or check it out online. Thanks for watching. See you next time.